this moment. This is the place, this is the school for soul. And what does it mean by school for souls? We have schools and universities in the world which teach us something and which later on helps us to earn the income through which we are able to fulfill the needs for the body. We call them schools for the body. But we very well know that a time comes when we leave this world, right? We have all come. We are now here, but there will be a time when we will leave this world. So when we go somewhere, we always think of taking something there which will be of use there. So question is, are those degrees which we get here can be taken there? Those degrees, diplomas, certificates which you get here, can you take them with you after you will not be in this body? And so that with those degrees, in the next time, next journey, you say, I have already done engineering, I won't do it second time. Please give me job. You won't be able to say that. It means there are schools who teach us for one birth only, and that too only for a few years. Because you can earn money on that basis for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. After that they say goodbye, retirement. Now find your way to live. So that is why we call that study limited study, and that income as limited income, and the attainment from that limited study and limited income is limited happiness. But soul is forever, so happiness also should be forever, that is unlimited. So the problem is, where is that place where we can get for permanent soul, permanent happiness? Body is temporary, and there are many shops in Jakarta for temporary happiness. But where is shop or the place in Jakarta for permanent happiness? So that is why, by introducing you, I say to you that you are in the school of soul, for soul, where we study those things which help us to earn that which we can take even after we will not be in this body. Because income is that which stays with me, in me. And what we earn through that study does not go in, so it can't be income. It stays out. So this is the pocket of the body, this is not the pocket of the soul. So it is not income. But still, if you want to discuss and you want to keep the name income, so let us say false income, because it won't go with me. So in this school for soul, then question comes, who is the teacher? And what is the study about? And what is the aim and object? Because there is no university or school without aim and object and teacher. So generally in the schools, those who sit here, they are called teacher, and those who sit there are called students. Here, all those who sit there and here, all are students. Teacher sits there. In this university, the topmost teacher of all teachers of the world is the teacher of this university. Supreme teacher is the teacher of this university. And we are honored to be his students. Yes, in this university, those who came before you, they are called senior students. They just help you to hurry up quickly. Also, understand this study and rather inspire you to go ahead than them also. Here, if someone has come this year, can go ahead than the one who is already studying here 20 years. This is such kind of study. Every study has a duration. It is of 5 years, 3 years, 10 years, and after that we finish. But because soul is eternal, permanent, so the study for the soul is forever, but does not mean that we will never learn it completely. No. We will complete this study, but completing the study means becoming complete myself. If study is completed and I have not become complete, full, perfect, it means I didn't complete study. So if here we study and we say to God, now I am perfect. He says, okay, goodbye now, you don't need to be here. I have not said this to God, I am 40 years here. I am still becoming perfect in many things. So therefore, in this school, certificate is not given, because if someone says, I am perfect, certificate will be given. But no one has become perfect yet. Buddha didn't have any certificate. Christ didn't have any certificate. Muhammad didn't have any certificate. So therefore this school of soul does not give us certificate, but our life gives us certificate. Our own heart gives us certificate. Yes, I am honest now with myself. Now I feel how I have to live, how I have to be with others. So what is this study about? Dear brothers and sisters, you all certainly have one or another kind of technical appliance in your house. Mixer, blender, yes, television, any even small technical appliance, maybe the smallest one, even if it is a pen, it always comes with some instruction of how to use and for what it is. These are two things. Even knife comes with instruction. Kitchenware, it does not come for killing someone. Yeah? Do you see the instruction of knife? For killing people. No, it comes as kitchenware. We use it for killing, this is our madness, but it comes as a kitchenware. And how to use also comes. So when we get that, when we pay for that, we see it as my knife. And we can use that appliance to give happiness to others or to give sorrow to others. It is my appliance. So now there is an appliance, there is an object which we say as body, and we say for this my body. But none of us have the instruction manual for this body. 7 billion human beings are there. You go and ask, did you get from the mother when you came out from the womb, instruction manual also came? In my case, it didn't come. Did you get it? Please show me. Because I don't know how to use this body. Someone is sitting like this, someone is jumping, someone like monkey running, someone. Everyone is doing the way they want, and no one knows how exactly we have to use this. And that is why there are accidents. Someone opens the mouth and speaks what not. Someone uses the hands for whatever he wants. But were these hands given for this? Were these eyes and mouth, lips, body given for this? Or for what? They are creating so many destructive weapons. They open the mouth and defame, insult, misbehave. Was this body given for this? So this school is God's school, where He gives us that forgotten instruction manual. He gives us license to drive this body, car, and makes us the authorized driver. Because I am a driver, not car. Body is car. It cannot drive itself on its own. So that is why it is object, appliance, not the owner. Owner is me who says mind, body. And therefore, owner has ownership, but has no sense to drive, so therefore is not able to get happiness due to the presence of this invaluable body. How much you paid for your body? How much you paid? You got this body from mother, from nature. How much you paid for that? Now, if someone comes and says, "Oh dear," yes, what's your name? Louis?
Dui.
Dui. Someone comes and says to you, "I don't have eye, you give me your one eye and take $1 million from me." I say, no. And you? No. But at least it will become clear that my one eye is $1 million, and another also $1 million, and heart $3 million, lungs $5 million, kidneys another $1 million. So million, it means I am multi-millionaire. I am the richest one in the world, multi-millionaire. And how the multi-millionaire face? Do we look multi-millionaire? We don't look multi-millionaire because we are not aware of this treasure. This treasure I got free of charge because this is invaluable. It's not, it is cheap. And we have this, but we don't look at this. We look at those diamonds which are in the shop and feel ourselves poor. They are stones. They are stones. This is treasure. And now we have got this treasure. To make use of this treasure, multiply this treasure, and to give benefit to the world. So, if I say it is my body, but it is also true I am in the body. A driver is in the car, but any time can come out of the car. We enter in the car and stay here and go at some particular time. So now the thing is, where I am in this body, where to look for you. Now I am talking with you. Who is listening me? Who is listening me? Ears are not listening me. Ears are instruments. Who is looking at me? eyes are not looking at me. You are looking at me through eyes. You are listening me through ears. So where you are, where should I focus myself? We never meet each other like this. Hello, how are you? Do we meet like this? No. Where do we see? We straight away, naturally, we are trained to see here. It means certainly I am here, not anywhere else. So now we see the driver sits in the car on the seat of the driver. So seat of the driver means where he has connection with the whole car, steering. So medical biology has helped us to understand the steering of this body is in the brain. And windows of this body are these eyes. And driver sits behind the windows. And the place of the soul is in the center of the forehead, where since ancient time we used to put mark here. Now they use it as decoration, fashionable, things. But in fact, this was the symbol of the point of light, spiritual star. I am a soul, spiritual star, thinking being. This is a soul star in this body. This is a soul star in this body. So what is the gender of light? Light has no gender. Current has no gender. What is the nationality of the current? There is nationality of the lamp. Lamp is made in Jakarta and current is made in universal. So who am I? Current or lamp? I am current. Eternal current. Lamp will break, I not. So the one with whom I am talking, listening, is this soul sitting in the center of the forehead, and I am meeting with them. So this school is to study about the self, and the self is soul. Self is not body. So therefore, it is wrong to say selfie, because it is body feel. You can't photograph soul. It is body feel, it is not selfie. So see, it is the word of lie. They speak lie in everything. So who am I? Who am I that soul? Because we are taught about body a lot in our schools. We are not only taught about our bodies, but we are taught about cockroaches, frogs, pigeons, rats, mosquitoes. We are taught about everyone. But we are not taught about self. We are even given cockroaches to dissect, small cockroach, and they make us to dissect the brain of that small cockroach. You can understand which size of the brain of cockroach? And not only they give us the brain to dissect, but they say us to find out the nerve, optic nerve from that brain. I have done that, that is why I am saying this. When I did my zoology honors in Delhi University, and when I saw that they have brought cockroach in front of me, and have given me microscope and the scissor, and they say this is 4-hour session till you find that nerve unbroken. I said, what for? I said, what for? They said, for the health of the human being, for the health of the people. I said, how the nerve of the cockroach is connected to the health of people? I'm not going to cut it. What wrong this cockroach has done that I should cut the head of this cockroach? I stood up and never went back in the lab. I'm not going to do that. To stay healthy is my responsibility, and I should be responsible. Why should I kill and dissect pigeon, cockroaches, these frogs and rats? So they were trying to promise our health by teaching us about animals or on animals, experimenting on animals. And how many millions animals have been killed and dissected? Has the humanity become healthy? So we think we have so many universities, so many hospitals, and so many sophisticated treating appliances, medicines. So we are civilized society, we are progressive society. We have such a good law education, we have thousands of advocates. 200 years ago, number of hospitals were lesser. 300 years ago, even lesser. Now, number of hospitals more, number of doctors more. What does it say to you? Does it say to you that number of patients also is more, sickness is more? So more patient is progressive or degressive? Is progressive? No. More patient cannot be the progressive society. So it's an illusion of progress. So therefore this all is cheating education, false education. Because education means enlightenment, and we are not getting enlightened. We are just creating illusions in front of us. So where is that education about the self which will bring back to us complete health, complete happiness, and complete sense of prosperity and fullness is what is called as Raj Yoga. Ancient wisdom of Raj Yoga. Raja, the word Raja means king, sovereign, and yoga, yoga means connection. So when I get connected to my own self, who is owner of this body, master of the body, I develop the sovereignty, control over this body. So education to return back that authority is called Raj Yoga. And that says that you are a soul, not a body. And you have to use this eyes, mouth as king, as master. So therefore, during this festival, which we are celebrating today, is called Raksha Bandhan. Bandhan means bondage, and Raksha means protection. That when you remember you are a soul, you commit yourself to stay pure. Because soul is light, soul is not darkness. There is no black soul in the world. All souls are stars. Yes, cloud can come in front of the star, but star does not cease to exist in the presence of cloud. Clouds are temporary, they come and go. So similarly, I promise that I won't allow any darkness of negativity to cover my light. I won't allow any kind of difficulty to make me lose my kindness, love, cooperation. I will stay a peaceful, happy, pure star. shining soul. Like the supreme star, supreme soul, God. He is ocean of love. I too will stay a loving light. Torch of light, torch of love. So this is commitment. And every commitment is a bondage till I complete that journey. But this bondage protects me from all kinds of pain, because if I stay positive, I am protected from pain and negativity. So dear brothers and sisters, this study is about self-sovereignty, and it starts from here where I am. Because all actions are secondary. The first is thinking. It's me who thinks, and then I use the body to act. So thought is first. So the education, the primary education, the founding education, the foremost education is how to think. And is there any university who is teaching this education? How to think, how much to think, what to think, what not to think. Art of thinking. Then second is eyes. Then is mouth. Then is face. Then hands, limbs. Art of thinking, art of seeing, art of speaking, art of doing, art of organizing, art of walking, art of sitting, art of sleeping, art of eating. So this is 16 celestial arts. When I learn this, I become full moon personality, attractive personality. Full moon attracts. Just a line of moon. Have you seen any kind of poetry? Have you heard poetry or seen the pictures with just line moon? No. All poetries are on full moon. Now, we are not images of attraction. People don't praise us, sing us, because we have so many defects. But when we study this and develop these arts, we all become full lights. And when there are so many living moons on the earth, the world becomes golden age. So that is the aim and object of the school, to again make the world Jai Karta, have victory over the darkness. To make it Jai Karta in real sense, not just for the name's sake. Victory over the darkness of negativity comes through victory over the self. So dear brothers and sisters, welcome to such school. This school is open for all 7 days and 365 days in a year, and this school does not take any fees. And in this school you can come at your convenience by talking about the time, just 1 hour every day, or 2 days in a week, or 3 days in a week, to get the idea of these things in depth and then use them. Thank you very much for your attention.